Hey, everybody. What's going on? The first podcast of the summer, I suppose. Yeah. I thought I bet it'll be pissing it down when.
Well, it's been quite overcast today.
Yeah, but whatever. That's not important. Hi, anyway.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, podcast 16. All right, we'll start with deaths.
It's
death.
Just the one. Well, there's obviously been other things, but this is the only one that matters to us.
Yeah.
Which is Chester Bennington from Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Which is a band that both of us
grew up
adore and grew up with.
It was, the only other one, I don't know if we mentioned it, the last one was Stanley's wife. I don't know if we mentioned it.
I can't remember. I think we may have.
Yeah, she died. Just so you know. But yeah, Chester. So we were just talking before we recorded this. We haven't spoke about or seen each other since
it
news. It was such a weird thing for me because I remember being at work and I had my iPod on, and 2 Linkin Park albums came in a row, and I was like, obviously enjoying it, and I just began thinking about it, I wonder if they'll ever do another album that gets big again that I'll enjoy, or think maybe I'll borrow that album off my brother. Just the little things like that. Went to my brother that night, 4 hours later, checked my phone, and he's dead.
Yeah.
I was like, that is weird.
Yeah.
But 41 isn't an age.
No. 6 kids he's left behind, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean...
6? Yeah.
Yeah, he's 6. I mean, I take it you heard the backlash of what the guy from Korn said.
I heard that he said... I didn't even check. I didn't even want to bother checking. Apparently he said something.
I haven't read the entire thing, but he said...
Sweet, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did a big thing on it, but apparently the word coward was thrown in there, which is... I would have just said nothing, kind of thing, just don't do it. Suicide's a weird one because
it is a very selfish thing to do, but you've got to understand where that person is.
Yeah, you've got to be...
He's had a lot of fucking problems, and it's all things like depression and anxiety and those kind of stuff that can cause it.
Yeah.
And unless you've experienced that firsthand from someone, it's difficult to comprehend.
There was a lot of things that I thought maybe could... Because I wasn't really aware of his depression or his drug and alcohol problems. Before more came to light, I was speculating, is it something to do with the way his career is going? Because obviously they're getting... Ever since the After Minutes to Midnight album, they've been getting a lot of backlash for their material.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's the Chris Cornell thing.
Yeah, so I said to Sarah, with how close it was, literally you lose one of your best mates, a week or two later you got to sing at his funeral, and then the week after that you're dead yourself.
Yeah, but also on Chris Cornell's birthday
as
and
well.
the same way...
Yeah,
it's not a coincidence.
I think it was the Chris that sent him over the edge.
Yeah, because I didn't know they were really good friends.
Yeah, they're like best mates.
Yeah, so when you haven't got that support in rock anymore, very similar to what happened with Benoit. I mean, it was. I think it was less than a year after Eddie passed that he went nuts, murdered his family, and killed himself. Luckily, Chester didn't do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, suicide's a weird one because it's like I said this to Styx, another mate of ours. Goes, don't get me wrong, if you did something like that, I'd be more... The first emotions would be devastation and sadness, but I would be angry.
Yeah, I'd be angry. I was angry. I mean, like I say, I'm not saying I knew Chester, because I didn't. But he had an impact on my life. He's one of the reasons I got into rock music. His voice was resonating with me, and I'm upset, but I'm angry that he decided to do what he did. Yeah,
I mean, it was one of them... It takes... I know what we said with the new material, and I've always said, listen, if this is what they want to do, who are we to tell them what to do? And, never... when they were, announced for downloads and stuff, I was never like, oh, God, Linkin Park. It was never a disappointment.
No.
It was like, oh, they'll still put on a good show. I mean, we shouldn't really focus on the material here of what they did, because it's just to do with a man who was... such impact on music and great voice, and it's another one of those things from your childhood now been removed.
Yeah, it's really bad. I mean, this is, I think, out of the bands that I listen to, this is my first big one. Because Chris Cornell's a big deal, but as a kid, I wasn't into Audio Slave and Soundgarden, and that came a lot later.
Yeah,
but Linkin Park and Sum 41 were the 2 bands that got me into this kind of music.
Yeah.
So knowing that the singer from that is gone, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, nothing really like that had happened to me band-wise yet. I mean, I remember I grew up with listening to Michael Jackson, and I remember my dad ringing me, telling me he died. And I was shocked, but I wasn't devastated.
I was shocked and upset and everything because Michael Jackson's a big deal, but like I say, I wasn't into Michael Jackson the way that I was into Linkin Park.
Again, his personal life began to spiral to a point of like you didn't know what to think of the guy and whatever. But because I think I discussed with someone else like how you reacted because of how much of a fanboy you were. It's like we're like, God forbid if one Metallica died.
Well, that's what I said. I said, I think as I said to Sarah, I said to my mum. But anyway, I said I don't know what I'm going to do when Hetfield dies.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just praying that I have that lovely little bit of solace that he's in such a great place and has been for many years now that I will get he died peacefully in his bed.
Yeah, you don't want a suicide.
No, I don't want in it because it's always that bitter aftertaste with suicide or something like that. But at least if I said Hetfield died in his bed, I'd be like, I'm gutted, but at least he died an old man. You know what I mean?
So I know all four of the Metallica members they've got that iconic look, and so you can always tell them apart, so to speak, even if you saw them down the street or whatever. And this is no offence to Rob or Lars, but if James or Kirk were to go, Metallica's done.
Yeah.
I mean, you can replace a drummer, and they've replaced the bass player like 3 times now.
Yeah, but they wouldn't replace Lars anyway.
No, he's like one of the kind of the mascot.
Well, yeah, he's the reason they exist. It's him and Hetfield that put it together.
Yeah, so...
But, yeah, without Hetfield, you can't do it.
No.
I've not found anybody that has a voice even close to his, so it's just not possible.
But just find someone that goes, yeah! Yeah, anyway, Chester.
Chester's just... it's gutting. Absolutely gutting.
Yeah, so this podcast dedicated to him.
Definitely.
So, yes. So, next.
Should we move on to happier stuff?
Yeah, why not? We'll try it, shall we?
Spider-Man Homecoming, have you seen it?
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake, come on!
To be honest, it was... you can tell me about it, because it was one of those things
It's really good.
I've heard a lot of
really good
things about it. People saying it's the best Spider-Man I've done.
Vulture's one of the best MCU villains.
Well, I knew Michael Keaton was the only thing that was attracting
awesome.
me anyway.
And the twists that they put in it, there's a big twist in the middle of it.
What to do? Will that happen? Put in the movie, like resolved in the movie, or head on to Infinity War?
No, it's just a thing just for this movie, but it's directly connected to each Spider-Man and Vulture.
Right. Okay.
But the twist they put in it is just did not see it coming at all. And then the scene that follows it, fuck me, it's a good scene. It's just really well written. You just look at it and go, this is subtle but good.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want to ruin it for you, but dude, honestly, it's awesome. He's solidified as my favourite Spider-Man now. And that was it's difficult to say because Tobey Maguire was great.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he wasn't, but
I was having
something about Tom Holland in this, it's just, he solidified himself for me.
Yeah, I say I probably will watch the movie because I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last podcast, but I have watched Logan now.
Oh, you finally watched it?
Oh man, it was good.
I told you. I told you.
I put it on my birthday list. On the list. And my mum was like, we've got nothing to watch tonight, so I've treated you to an early one. She'd already seen it, so I was like, nah.
Yeah, she was there when I went and saw it.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's Trish.
Yeah, that's Josh.
Ooh, Trish.
Yeah, funny. But yeah, I remember she was like, something that you and your stepbrother can watch together. Does that sound... Keeping in mind he's 12... And like the first 10 minutes, I was there like, yeah!
I think the first word out of his mouth is fuck.
Every other word was fuck from Logan, which it should be. Because from the first 10 minutes, I was like, this is what Wolverine should have always been.
Yeah.
But I was also looking at my stepbrother like, maybe this ain't suitable for him. But it just... it left a lot open, so to speak. Again, there was twists in that I didn't see, like the young Logan. Where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, it was 24.
Yeah, but again, it was like... Right, that's the only person that can stand up to him. Wolverine's the only person who can stand up to Wolverine. And I kind of figured out for myself what Charles did. Because I know he had like an illness in his brain tumour or something.
Yeah, I think he killed the rest of the X-Men.
I think most of the mutants, because they touch on X2, like if he concentrates hard enough, he connects to every mutant. And the only solace is a couple survive, like Stephen Merchant's character. And
I think Merchant did really well.
Oh, so do I. I thought it was really good.
Well.
The little girl was incredible.
Oh no, X-23.
She was so good. And I guess Logan survived what Charles did because of his mutation of the healing thing. But I kind of knew what was coming at the end.
Well, I told you they'd both go, didn't I?
Well, yeah, I didn't expect Charles to go the way he did.
No.
I kind of figured that Logan would like die to a fight to the end kind of thing. Also figured out the adamantium bullet pretty quick of like that's going to save him. It's not going to kill himself.
Yeah.
But they kind of left it open with where the kids go.
The New Mutants.
Yeah. And I loved the fact that she turned the poop to the X, because it was such a nice touch.
Yeah,
but
lovely.
we're going off topic. Spider-Man, yeah, going off track. I will watch it.
Okay.
It's just trying to get over... something about Tom Holland's face that makes me want to punch him. I don't know what it is.
Try and get past it, because it is really good.
Yeah, and I think I would have been more excited if... they hadn't even attempted the Amazing Spider-Man movies, because now in hindsight...
I understand why I know.
If there was a longer gap between the Maguire ones...
Yeah.
And maybe they shouldn't have thrown him into Civil War. I know it worked in Civil War, but if it was just like, we've done Civil War, and now, by the way, Spider-Man's back.
I don't mind it, because I think, one, it was good anyway, and two, it was just, you needed to have that introduction. You didn't want to... You want to give him a taste, and I felt they gave him that taste. It's like, this is what we're going for.
It was a great Easter egg, so to speak, if you can call it that. I'm like, oh, Spider-Man's here, by the way. kind of thing. But, yeah, I will watch it. I'm interested in the Iron Man dynamic of it anyway. This kind of leads me on to something you refused to watch because it was leaked, but I did.
The Infinity War trailer.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah, I refuse to watch it.
Okay,
I'm waiting until the official one comes out, because I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to see something that epic and
I say it was
the
official.
combination of everything and a shitty camera. I want to see it properly.
Right, I'm not going to spoil much, but again, from my personal point of view, but this is, again, you're talking to someone who's not bothered about Spider-Man, so we're very opinionated with our things. But I kind of watched it and went, for a film, was it a teaser? Was it meant to be a teaser?
Yeah.
Because even as a teaser, I'm thinking you've been building up to this thing since pretty much Iron Man 1, from the or at least the first Avengers. So for years, and I suppose I was expecting something more epic. I think they just kind of, what they did with that again, they did put a lot of like stuff we knew what was going to happen, but oh my god, it's actually coming on screen, which was cool. But it just kind of confirmed stuff we already knew of characters that would be in it and who the villain was. If you don't know who the villain was...
It's just a teaser, isn't it?
But yeah, and I suppose it is cool to see that the villain that we've been waiting for years is finally gone, right, my turn.
Yeah.
Time to step up to the plate.
I mean, leading on to that, did you see the posters that came with it? 3 separate posters, and then Johnny Wood makes one big poster. With all the characters.
I've seen like something briefly like that.
They're pretty cool posters, but you see Cap and his beard, longer hair, he's all blacked out and everything. Black Widow's got white hair.
Yeah, I knew about that.
I think he potentially there's a rumour that he's going to be Nomad, which is a character that he becomes when he drops the mantle of Captain America. Because him dropping that shield in Civil War is apparently him saying, "I'm done.
I'm not Captain anymore." Right.
So that's potentially what that is.
Okay, fair enough.
The poster itself, I think, looked awesome.
Yeah, well, we can't really speak about much of Infinity War, but it can go to Thor Ragnarok quite easily.
Well, this was the next one I was going to talk about, the Thor Ragnarok second trailer.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. I'm so in. Just give me all. Just take all my money. I mean, it looks amazing.
I'm guessing Hulk's ability to speak better is either something to do with the beads or the planet he's on.
No, the reason the director announced why he was able to talk a bit more fluently. Apparently, he hasn't become Bruce Banner again since Age of Ultron, since he left. So he's been Hulk the time. So in that time, he's been able to learn his vocabulary, which is why he kind of talks to a 2-year-old.
Well, it also says, like...
So that's...
Similar to what he said in the first Avengers, like, I'm always angry. It's like, well, if he's always angry, he can always stay Hulk, but in control.
Yeah, but it's the thing, I think Hulk's taking control because he doesn't want to be Bruce Banner.
Yeah, well, it'd probably be a bad idea on Ragnarok to turn to Bruce Banner anyway.
Yeah.
Considering it looks like they're always under threat. I don't really remember much else in the new trailer that they hadn't kind of already confirmed the others again, like the destruction of the hammer.
But I'm fine with that because I just want to see some cool new scenes and seeing Hulk against that massive wolf and Hela just absolutely owning everything. Yeah, and then Loki as well. I'm glad we saw a bit more of Loki.
Well, yeah, they've kind of got a little Guardians of the Galaxy thing going on, don't they?
Team Thor.
Yeah, that team thing going on, and it does make me. I still haven't watched Dark World. But it's making me want to watch that, and the only reason I didn't watch Dark World is because I wasn't too fussed about the first Thor. I was fussed about it watching it, but wasn't too impressed. Yeah. It just seemed too quick from Thor going from selfish to now I'm fucking Natalie Portman, I'm a good guy. But yeah, that kind of without giving too much away, and obviously not knowing how Ragnarok's going to finish, pretty sure Ragnarok will go bang into Infinity War.
Yeah, apparently it's what the Winter Soldier was to Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
This is going to be that to Infinity War. It's going to be like that perfect tie-in.
I know for a fact the first little bit of the teaser trailer for Infinity War you will love. I just know that bit. That's all I'll say.
But yeah, Surtur at the end as well.
Which one's that?
The big beast.
Oh yeah, holy shit! And Hulk just like
fucking massive. It's like
I was thinking Hulk's got no chance. It reminded me of the the big fiery beast Gandalf fight.
The Balrog.
Balrog, yeah. It was like, ooh, look at that little cameo appearance there. Have you seen the trailer for Ready Player One?
No, I haven't seen that yet. It looked. I saw it like a little quick scene, and it looked pretty good.
It looks weird. I mean, it looks good, but weird because it seems like he's plugged himself into this virtual reality because the real world's crap. The real world's giving me that kind of District 9 feel. If you ever watched that,
yes.
And he's plugged himself in that, and obviously in this world you can do anything, and they seem to be having characters from different movies and brands and stuff, all in this one world. But I was thinking, well, how the hell did you get the rights for this? Because my mate said he thought he saw this, thought he saw that. I am 99% sure the Iron Giant walks past him. Like, it looked exactly like the Iron Giant. It's like, well, you must have had to get the rights to use the exact animation for that. And my mate thought he saw like characters from the Gears of War franchise. So I was thinking, everything you can think of in video games and movies seems to be in this world.
Right.
And it's a Spielberg film anyway, so it probably can't go wrong.
Yeah. We've got other trailers as well, because it's been Comic-Con, isn't it?
Yeah, there's so many's come out.
So, the Justice League third trailer.
Yeah, again, it was...
I think it's better.
It was better.
I think it was the best Justice League trailer they put out.
Yeah, it was another extension of what we've already seen. What I'm confused about...
But you actually get to see Steppenwolf this time.
Yeah, but what I'm confused about is that the very end bit where you see the drinks vibrating...
It's Superman.
But it's like, why the hell would he be walking in like a bloody T-Rex?
I don't know.
It's like...
There was a picture someone put up, actually, of the line that Alfred gives.
Yeah,
the next picture is a T-Rex in a Superman cape and gloves.
Yeah, let's do it! The only one I thought of, which is a stupid thing, but the only logic I had of a big guy was Solomon Grundy.
Yeah.
But I was like...
But I was like, I looked at it, I thought, it's Superman, it's obviously going to be Superman.
Yeah.
I mean, you know he's in it.
Well, did you see the video of Jason Momoa at Comic-Con? And the kid said, "Where's Superman?"
No.
And it's like the Q&A thing, and a little kid like, "Where's Superman?" And it's like, "Right, has your mum not told you, or you not? Where you been, kid? He's dead. It's over." The kid's about 9. He's like, "He's dead. It's over. Get over it. Your parents should have told you this by now." And yeah, but like, all in good fun. And then later on, someone I don't know if it's the same person, but someone's filming during the autograph sessions. And the kid gets to Jason Momoa and is like, "How you doing, little buddy? You alright?" And signs and all that. Just walks away with, "Kid, don't worry about it. He's alive. He's coming back." It's like, yeah, it's a cool thing.
We know he is, because at the end of BVS you see the dirt ride.
Well, yeah,
and they've had some promotional material with Superman at the front. I mean, it's obvious. What's the point in teasing us this shit? We know he's back.
It's probably for the I don't know, the 5 or 6-year-olds that don't know the history of this. And they just go, ooh, how are they going to do this about Superman? And then bang, he's there.
6-year-olds.
Well, yeah, people should know. I mean, come on.
You know, yeah, if you've watched BVS, you should know. It's common sense.
Yeah, well, yeah, shit happens. Yeah, go on.
I was going to say, well, the next trailer.
Yeah, there's loads of trailers.
Defenders 2.
Oh, I've tried to watch that.
Have you not seen it?
No. I know Sigourney Weaver's in it.
Yeah, she's the main villain for this.
Yeah.
But it's better than the first one, I think. It's really, really good trailer. The chemistry looks like it could rival the Avengers chemistry.
Right.
You know, just these guys working as a cohesive team.
Because are the Defenders not ever going to be involved in like the Infinity War thing?
I don't think so. With coupling with that, they've also announced season 2 of the Iron Fist, which I'm not really fussed about.
Yeah.
The first season was... I'm looking forward to him in the Defenders because, like I've said before, I think his character will bounce off these characters better, and he'll work better because of it. I don't like him by himself; he's boring. I mean, I said I will watch season 2 because I kind of have to because everything else has been watched, but I don't see it being better.
It seems like a chore more than anything else.
Because that's what season 1 was like halfway through. I was like, I'm literally just getting through this so I can review it.
Well, yeah, I suppose I'm still way behind with that. Still got the rest of Daredevil to watch. And haven't even started Jessica Jones, but I keep hearing good stuff about it.
It's great.
Luke Cage I enjoyed. But when they announced season 2, I was like, was it necessary? It could have gone straight into the Defenders with how they ended that.
The Defenders is coming first.
Yeah, but we'll see how the Defenders goes then. And I'm more excited for the Punisher.
Oh, God,
the Punisher looks so good.
Oh god, I can't wait for that. We haven't had a proper trailer for it yet.
Yeah, and if any proof by Logan and the Punisher, and personally for me, Gotham, dark is the way to go. But what I will say with Gotham, because I got impatient and thought, fuck it, I'm streaming season 3. So I've started season 3. Didn't want to watch the trailer for season 4 because I was like, I don't want no spoilers. But I saw a poster pop up, and I hope it's fake, and I know it's all part of the same universe, but I thought they'd keep Gotham separate, of Gordon alongside Arrow, Supergirl, and The Flash. And I was like, right, I get it. And I get Flash can go back in time and stuff to maybe when Bruce was a kid, but I don't really want to see those characters in the Gotham universe. I like it the way Gotham is.
Not necessary.
Yeah, I mean, I take it you've only watched the first 2 seasons of Gotham. It's very hit and miss, but
yeah. With everything I've been watching, like and other things I've been doing, I just haven't found the time to really want to watch it.
Yeah, I was one of them where I just got impatient and thought, because I know a certain clown-faced man will return in it. I'm like, right, I'm not going to skip to that episode because I need to know everything else. And I'm kind of interested in other characters like the development of the Riddler and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, the other trailers I saw were more horror-based. I saw the one for Jigsaw.
Yeah, so I'm not watching that because obviously the horror stuff doesn't interest me.
Yeah, as a Saw fan, it was like you could tell how different it was. It looks like they're just
in a bad way.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it's probably because it's on a new direction, even though there is some similar other people who worked in the originals involved.
Right.
It seemed a little bit like now you're just profiting on Halloween.
Cash in.
Yeah. So I was watching this trailer thinking, yeah, maybe. And then during the trailer, they kind of talk about this twist of, like, this guy who's meant to be dead for 10 years, suddenly his blood's turned up under a victim's fingernails. And that's the only time it's made me think, wow, how's that working? So they've already intrigued me with that. There's just a couple of bits where it's like, I like the look at that not so much. And Stephen King's It, holy shit. Oh my god, I saw the first trailer, I thought, alright, I'm invested in this. Saw the latest one. It made me not want to see it because I might shit my pants in the cinema. Oh my god.
And you like horror.
Well, yeah, but this is... I'm kind of like you. I hate the Jack in the Box stuff as well.
Yeah.
This just looks like...
I said it before. I don't mind blood, guts, pus, sick, monsters.
We watch Jackass.
None of that shit bothers me. He's literally just getting jumped. I don't like it.
See, with the other side, that's why I kind of liked Saw. There's none of that. It's just that it's more mentally draining because you're trying to figure out who this guy is and stuff. But with the new It trailer, there was about 4 shit yourself moments in the trailer alone. I was like, right, the movie's going to be what the hell? And this kind of leads me on to another thing. It's good how these are linked in a minute. One of the kids in It is from Stranger Things.
I was going to talk to you about that.
Stranger Things 2. Oh, yes.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes. It looks good.
At Comic-Con, I think it's probably my second favourite trailer. Thor Ragnarok beats it for me just. But that trailer with Thriller over the top just...
Oh, it works so well.
Just the trailer just builds and builds and builds and builds. Yep. It's really well constructed.
It was a good constructed trailer. It showed, again, a lot of stuff we kind of expected to happen of, like, the older brother of Will and the girl still getting quite close, but not that close. And the aftermath of what's happening to Will, seeing all wired up. The bits that really made me go, okay, was right at the start where, again, you see that spider thing in the sky, and you're like, what the fuck is that thing? And at the end, again, we knew it was coming, but when Eleven put her arm through the wall into the real world, like, she's back! And she's not dead. But someone made a good point. Well, my mum actually, it was like, because she's watched it and said, I thought Elle died. You go, we thought that when she killed the Demogorgon. But now she's like, well, if Elle's alive...
Barb.
Well, no, she said, is the Demogorgon alive? Because maybe she just transferred them back into the upside down.
Could be alive.
Which is all you need when you've got a giant spider as well over the city. So
there was rumours that Barb might be coming back as well. Apparently.
that'd be weird considering when you did see a fucked up corpse in there, but it also saw something was happening to Will before they saved him. He had like tubes and shit down his throat, which again I think
it's weird how he can kind of phase into the upside down when whenever, like it twitches on him.
Well, I'm just hoping they haven't dropped the ball. I know they plan to have it as a one-off.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm really hyped for it. I think it was the only other trailer. I think.
Should we move on to wrestling then?
Yeah, why not? Let's have a rant.
Sort of.
Some of it's positive.
50% a rant.
Yeah.
Right, are we ready?
Yeah, let's go for it. The wrestling thing. Swig a beer for the working man. Oh yeah.
Drink it down, man. Right, so it's Balls of Fire, Great Balls of Fire, which is, again, shit name, but good pay-per-view.
Yeah,
and then Battleground we just had.
I will go straight off the bat. Great Balls of Fire beat Battleground.
Oh, yeah, easily. I mean, it's a horrible name, but the pay-per-view was good. It was a solid pay-per-view.
I'll stick with what I said on Facebook. Like, this is the best pay-per-view they've had since WrestleMania. Because everything just interested me.
It flowed nice.
Yeah, I mean...
The night didn't feel like it was lagging at any point. Stories were told properly. The right people were won, or the wrong people won, or right stories were told. They did think like Joe looked strong, even though he lost.
Yeah.
You know, and they did the things that I wanted. I thought, well, Lesnar's not going... He's not going to lose this to Joe. It's just not going to happen.
No, not yet.
But I said, the one thing I wanted to take away from it is making that guy look strong. And fuck, he looks strong. He dominated most of the match.
Him... Well, the main event superstar should have been from the get-go.
Yeah.
I mean, the only... minor thing, and this is just so petty here. Big Cass and versus Enzo.
Squash match, right?
Yeah, it went the way I thought it would go, of just Cass destroying Enzo. So I wouldn't call it a decent match. It was, again, just destruction of Enzo. But I did kind of think they could shock us here by Cass just owning him. Owning, and then a surprise roll-up. And Cass is like, I don't believe this. Because it wouldn't diminish Cass, because he'd be like, we saw how dominant he is, and it was a fluke. But again, it'd be like, Enzo's still got a couple of tricks up his sleeve to go. He can handle himself. But now it's looking like, without Big Show, he's just going to be...
But I will say, he cut probably the best promo he's cut yet.
The man can talk.
That promo, just so much heart and emotion.
Yeah, he's like, let's do it. And then Cash just destroyed him.
Absolutely destroyed him. What else happened? The Raw Tag Team match.
Brilliant match.
Good match.
Excellent
really good match.
I mean, I was more impressed with the amount of unplanned blood and also planned blood.
Yeah.
Because near the end of the match, Matt got a really bad cut above his eye. And it was like really pissing it. The only, again, thing like my brother liked but I didn't was the bro kick straight off the bat. I was like, I know it's his finisher and stuff, but when you're coming into a match 100%, one kick, finish or not, shouldn't make you have a 3 count. So I was thinking, I know you want to get the ball rolling, but I wouldn't have personally done that. But it was a very good match, because, it's hard to entertain for 30 minutes straight, but they did that perfectly. Yeah. Alexa's arm took me so off guard. I generally thought, oh my god.
Me and Sarah just sat up going, oh my god, what's she done? And then Flip, I was like, you bitch! Like, this is why you're one of the hottest heels in the company.
But even Sasha looked quite genuinely like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was like, proper swerved everyone.
Yeah, I was like, go Alexa, you kinky cow. So, yeah,
amazing.
I was glad she won. They had that like savage fight at the end where, again, Sasha's knees bust Bliss open. I noticed that. Dean Miz was
just
standard. But again, Dean's mouth got busted open.
Yeah.
They're more trying to push more, not more the Miz, but the Miz-tourage.
Yeah. We had Balor and Samson, didn't we?
Was that pre-show? I don't remember seeing it. I don't remember seeing Balor.
We had Bray and Seth.
Oh, that opened it, didn't
it? And Bray won, which I was really surprised at. And then he won again the following Raw.
Yeah, I mean, I think... again, I don't think they're trying to diminish Seth. I mean, it's worked perfectly with the stories going with now, like maybe the whole Seth and Dean teaming up thing. I'm like, we're stronger as a unit and we've been struggling with the Miz and Bray recently. But also the fact that it's looking like Bray is going to fight Finn at SummerSlam.
Yeah, so it looked like at the beginning they were going to do that straight away.
Yeah,
then
safe for SummerSlam.
Yeah, then they kind of went, no, let's put him against Seth first and then we'll put him against Finn for SummerSlam. So they switched it.
But yeah, also, I'm pretty confident after, he got injured at SummerSlam last year, so it's a perfect time to bring the Demon back a year later.
Yeah.
And if Bray's going to fight the Demon Finn, he's got to look some sort of strong. So having those victories over Seth and giving him that momentum role I mean, I'll be shocked if he manages to beat Finn at SummerSlam.
See, I wouldn't mind him beating Finn.
Me
as long as that means the feud continues.
Yeah.
It gives Finn a reason to go against him, and it shows that we can have a nice feud without a title being involved.
Yeah, and he can finish it TLC.
Those two could really push it forward and have a nice, good TLC match, and have ultimately Finn be the winner. But if you've got Brave in that win, it means he's won against Seth and
you've got to give him that role.
For a couple of months. You need to give him that build.
Yeah, definitely. They have the Cruiserweight title match.
Yeah,
that was pre-show.
Pre-show.
Yeah, I don't remember being impressed by that.
Since what's it's gone?
Austin Aries. That was
kind of diminished a little bit for me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I think was there another match at the Universal?
Some more, yeah. There was.
The ambulance match.
Oh yeah, the ambulance match.
Now that was kind of good.
It was a good match.
Very attitude.
I'm actually kind of glad that. I'm extremely glad that Braun won it. And then the thing that maybe it was weird is Reigns was a heel.
It weren't a heel.
No, it wasn't a heel turn, but it was fucking. He was working heel that entire match.
Yeah.
And then he did the biggest heel thing by trying to fucking kill someone, and then they made Braun look like this massive hero by walking away from it. So I think, have they double turned it? And then the following night, it's like, no. They haven't. They're trying to put Reigns up as this badass, and it's like, no, that's a heel move. That's a bad guy move.
I know they were trying to give it that realistic edge, but I don't think throwing Heath and Kurt Hawkins in the ring while
what was the point in that?
There was no point.
Didn't even see the pin.
Yeah, you could have just quickly gone get him out. And I would have been fine with. Oh, that was handy. We had the Jaws of Life here because they should have that shit on standby anyway. But yeah, obviously Braun's blood was the only planned blood.
Yeah.
It did make him look stronger. Well, both look stronger. As like Roman will go to any lengths to do this, and Braun's still, the worst we've seen him in battered, but still like I'm still a monster to the point I can walk off on my own accord. Yeah. The problem is if they did try and get Roman to turn heel with that, which I still don't think it was.
I don't think it was. Just at the time, I thought maybe.
Yeah, it's the fact that Roman in rage mode is what people like. So it's not going to work, and it just seemed more too Stone Cold Steve Austin to be a heel.
Yeah, and he's not that person. If Ambrose did that, people would cheer in the roof
because that's who he is.
Because that's his character. That is not Reigns' character.
No, unless he went full on heel. If he was against Finn Balor for the title and he did something, lost fairly, clean victory, and then did something like that to Finn, that's a bona fide heel turn, and people would like that because it's like. Now we've got a reason to boo him.
Yeah.
He's almost like Triple H at the minute, range. Like he's the guy you love to hate. So they've got to build on that. And then of course there was Joe Lesnar.
Yeah, which was a good match. It didn't last as long as I wanted it to, but it lasted enough.
They made me believe for a small moment when he attacked Brock and put him through the table, and then was like, ring the bell, because I was expecting as the bell rang for Joe to run in and get caught in the F5. But as the bell rang, he continued the domination. It's like. Joe might do this.
They made him look strong.
Yeah.
They made you believe that it could happen.
I'll agree with one F5 shouldn't have done him.
No,
he should have kicked out of one.
Should have been two.
But yeah, it was one of them where it's like, you actually believe like Lesnar got out there with the skin of his teeth. So I like the way they go.
Now it's a full-way at SummerSlam, which I'm so up for.
Yeah,
I like the biggest guys.
Well, yeah, that's got a headline SummerSlam in my opinion. I don't want Jinder in it.
No, that's got a headline SummerSlam absolutely, and I think it's either got to be. I'm pretty sure Lesnar's going to win it, but I'd want Joe or Braun.
If Lesnar's going to lose the belt, I reckon someone else will pin another chance. No, Lesnar won't be pinned.
No, Lesnar won't be the one to lose it, which is fine. That's absolutely fine. But the thing is that the rumour is that they're going to put it on Reigns because they're not going to do it at Mania now. But the rumour is it's going to be Reigns versus Cena at Mania. So it's like, why?
What, for the belt?
Yeah. I was like, why? I was like, just take Reigns and put him in the middle of the show somewhere with somebody. Put someone else at the headline show that actually fucking deserves it. He's done it 3 times in a row now. Yeah, I think the problem... Right, the little rants I'm going to have here one's to do with Battleground, so I'll wait for that. Yeah, we'll finish far off. One isn't really to do with Great Balls of Fire, but Raw. And I'm going to just comment on this because I personally don't really like it. Jason Jordan being Kurt Angle's son. Yeah.
What?
Dude. I found out before it happened, and I was like, bollocks, I found that out. And then the thing that made me laugh is because the entire time that American Alpha have been around, Sarah, my wife, for anyone who doesn't know that, has been calling him Caramel Angle the entire time. So as soon as I put the video, I was like, "You're gonna like this announcement." She goes, "What is it? What is it?" And it's like, "You'll see." And then he obviously rattled it on, said, "I'm an illegitimate son." And she goes, "Oh my god, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?" And then the music hit, and she went, "Oh my god, Caramel Angle! What the fuck?" She was like so ecstatic. I was like, "What are the chances?"
I got the reason why they did it. I'm like, they're very similar in their wrestling techniques.
Yeah,
that's it. I mean, did you see King's Ross thing? The top Raw things, obviously, or what was it? He goes like Raw ups, Raw downs, or whatever.
Yeah.
He did.
I know the WTF moments.
Yeah, when the Kurt Jordan thing, he did. My black son, my black son. Yeah, but he changed the lyrics for the thing. I was like, that's brilliant. But I don't know, with all the rumours that are thrown about, I mean, there was rumours that Dixie Carter was going to come to WWE, which, for those who don't know, was president of TNA. Yeah. So that's a big deal, in my opinion. Yeah. The affair thing would have been an interesting storyline, and having an affair with Steph, but too early to build up to Kurt getting back in the ring and to fight Triple H at SummerSlam. Too early, too much. Don't you? Yeah, but this Jason Jordan thing, I was like, it seemed to me like, my God, you really are scraping the bottom of the barrel for storylines.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of like looking at it going, well, let's
see what happens.
Let's see what happens, and hopefully they'll do the right thing by building this character, because we need to get a few more good characters in there. So if we can build him correctly and have Angle be the one that helps his build, then fine. As long as it comes away where he's a decent mid-carder, like he's the Intercontinental Champion.
That's the rumour.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, the rumour is he's having a title match against Miz at SummerSlam.
So Miz will start pissing off Angle, and Angle will go, you know what?
I think SummerSlam's too early again, because I think they need to finish this Seth Dean rivalry.
Yeah, because this is the thing. I feel like they're going to edge towards Seth versus Miz, and Seth's going to get the Intercontinental soon.
Yeah,
I feel like they're slowly tweaking towards that.
Well, what I'm suspecting here is, allegedly, I think my brother didn't say this was a rumour. He just said, "Yeah, it's happening." Taboo Tuesday's returning, which I liked. If do you remember the concept of that? Of, like, you can vote online.
Yeah.
On certain match types, opponents, whatever. So I wouldn't, go and miss that. At one point, if Miz's title match, be like, right, you see that, Jason Jordan, Dean, Seth. And I'm pretty confident Seth would win the rankings, because we've seen Dean a lot.
Yeah, there's enough now.
And I don't think people are behind Jordan enough yet. But like you say, if they do it right, of like either Kurt Angle being very... helping his son too much, like giving him everything too early, or cheating on his behalf, whether Jordan knows it or not.
Yeah.
If they do that right, great. But it have to be. Hopefully, they both be heel. So Jason knew that Kurt was helping him. He's like, he's my dad, and he's the GM. What are you going to do about it? Which could bleed to him versus Chad Gable, because it'd be like Chad could turn up like, we were partners. I never thought you'd do something like this. Again, don't get me wrong, I'm glad you found your father, but look what you've turned into, could turn into... I'd like to see those two square off.
Yeah.
And then eventually, maybe not for WrestleMania, because I'd rather see Kurt fight another higher caliber person, but eventually Kurt versus Jason. Because because, again, their styles would be so great, and in a way, if Jason gets enough momentum, it can be a passing of the torch. And, to be... almost knighted the next Kurt Angle is a hell of an honour.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
If they can push him right, then they could do that. Because, we're without that kind of a character. I mean, I feel like Dean is kind of our Stone Cold Steve Austin. I feel like Seth is kind of our Triple H to a point.
Yeah, at the minute they're just there. Though,
I feel like they're trying to make Reigns the Rock, and it's just obviously not fucking happening.
We've
never had that kind of person where it could fit the Angle slot.
Yeah, and now here he is.
I mean, potentially, it could be him.
Yeah, I had something else to rant about. I can't remember. It was something
Battleground. Should we move on to Battleground?
Yeah, we'll move to Battleground. Then we'll cover. I mean, it's so easy just to rant about Jinder.
The pay-per-view was poor.
Yeah,
I mean, the tag match was awesome.
Yeah,
I will not deny that. That match was awesome. Every other match was all right, but some of them were crap. The Punjabi prison match, we all went in kind of going, oh, for God's sake, why are we doing this? And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it was no way in hell a great match. It was a match, I enjoyed it. There was chair shots, there was kendos, there was a lot of involvement from
the injuries.
The injuries sustained as well, that kind of stuff. And then great Khali appearing, and that was... I mean, it was a shocker. I was kind of like, what the fuck? But inside I was laughing my ass off. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
Why have they gone for this?
My favourite part was the Singh Brothers bump. I mean, the stuff they've been doing. And from the top of the table... top of the prison.
To the table,
that's almost very Mick Foley Shane.
It wasn't a terrible match. There were some good spots.
Out of the 3 they've done, it's the best Punjabi.
I mean, I feel bad for the people that are actually in the building because you can't see shit.
No,
you can't see anything. So even the camera guys were struggling to get a decent angle where you could see the two of them go against each other. It was fucking impossible. If you were sitting in that aisle, you'd see nothing.
I will admit, with certain moments of what Randy did to Jinder and eliminate the Singh brothers, again, he had me like how he had a backlash of, Randy, go on, you can do this, let's get this fucking belt off Jinder. As soon as the music hit, I was like, right, in that split second, one of 2 things has happened. Jinder's snuck out from underneath like the Singh brothers did through the thing, and he's got out the cage without Randy knowing, or Khali's coming out. Oh, there he is, there's Khali.
Oh, you thought Khali was going to come, did you?
Well, yeah, because...
I didn't have a clue.
As soon as the music hit, it was like, if Jinder hasn't escaped, who else is it going to be? And I guess a lot of the internet was like, I'm not even mad. And I'm not mad, but the fact that the Khali's size is awesome. That's it. He's not a good wrestler.
He's not a wrestler.
And the fact that Vince, with this big guy fetish,
Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men. Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men.
The perk, I suppose, the silver lining from this is, as a stable, Jinder, the Singh brothers, and Khali, quite a formidable force there. That was the other thing I'm annoyed with. I mean, I'll quickly go through the rest of Battleground because the women's thing was okay.
Yeah,
Natalia, all right.
I didn't like Natalia winning. I think it should have been Charlotte because it's SummerSlam. SummerSlam's a big form.
That's what my brother said.
Second biggest thing. So who do you pick? You pick Charlotte. I mean, I wanted Becky to win, but I think for SummerSlam it's got to be Charlotte. And the fact that they've gone Natalia, it's like, that's not a big match for me. That's not a good. You know what I mean? It's not big enough.
Yeah, I mean. So maybe they've already got the plan to throw that in the pre-show because you're going to have most titles on the line as well as other big matches. Shinsuke Baron didn't really impress me.
Yeah, I mean, it was alright, but it was the ending that was just weird.
Right, if we're talking about weird endings...
the KO AJ.
Oh, what the fuck happened?
I know!
What happened?
It's like they counted to 3 randomly. I was like, 1, that was slow as fuck.
Yeah.
2, they knocked down the referee
for no reason.
Yeah. And 3, his fucking shoulder wasn't on the mat. I mean, you look at it, his right shoulder's off the mat. So why is he counting?
To be honest, I didn't. From where I look, I didn't realise his shoulder was already off the mat.
It's not on the mat.
Yeah, it was never on the mat, so I just thought I was waiting for AJ to do another one of them.
It just didn't happen.
So yeah, I'm thinking that someone first said like, "Oh, we was meant to kick out." I was like, "What do you mean?" They did this slowest 3 count you've ever seen.
If he didn't hear that, he's gone deaf.
And then it just went 1. It wasn't like 1, 2, 3. Oh, he just missed it. It was 3. And then everyone's in shock about what the hell happened.
No finisher, nothing. It was just weird.
Allegedly, one of 2 things happened.
First mistake.
Well, I can't remember what the other one was now, but the one that's probably more believable is Vince changed his mind during the match. You can't do that. You can't do that.
That's ridiculous.
Because... I mean,
that's not fair, because that's making them think on their feet randomly. They planned this out, and they've got their choreography together, and they decided how they're going to do things and all that kind of stuff. Then you go, now I'm changing it. You're like, well, we can't fucking argue. We're in the fucking middle of the ring.
Yeah, it was a good match. Poor ending. Allegedly, AJ was furious after the match, as rightly so. But the only thing that's making me think, no, Vince didn't change his mind, was what happened on SmackDown the next time.
Jericho came back.
And then AJ gets the belt back.
And then AJ gets... I was shocked that Jericho came back. I didn't think he'd come back this soon.
No, me neither. I was happy.
Me too. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I thought he was busy touring for a while. I thought he was going to be back Mania time.
I think that's how bad SmackDown's getting, isn't it?
Maybe so, just like...
Chris, can you come back for a few days?
We need the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah, God. I mean, again, the only thing... what was the other SmackDown stuff? Have they got another belt? US belt?
US belt.
Oh, that was Kevin AJ.
Yeah, I know, but we had Cena versus Rusev. Now,
the flag match.
The flag match was all right, but again, I don't agree with Cena winning because he hasn't been around for a while. He's come back as a free agent, and you've just had Rusev come back, where he's at that point now where he can get into the main event. He's there. He's at that point where I feel like he can do it. And he's losing to Cena.
Yeah.
But why? What are you getting out of this? You're not building Cena up. He's as built as he can ever be.
Yeah.
But all you're doing is squashing Rusev. That's all you're doing.
What I got from Rusev that night was say, I don't know, sometimes Cena doesn't disagree with the fact of him getting wins all the time. So if I were John and we're looking back at that match thinking John might have gone, right, we're going to make you look as strong as we possibly can. And during that match, Rusev was kicking Cena's ass.
I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't look strong. It's just
the wrong person won.
He needed to win.
And it was either something to do with the whole they can't have America lose, God forbid, especially on Independence Day month. And
but they'll happily have the Indian bloke.
Oh yeah,
that's fine.
It's so hypocritical.
I know, right? It's like black.
And probably because again he's now thrown him straight back into the title picture. And this is my next rant.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, and the next night he was like putting himself in the title pitch. What the fuck?
That wasn't why I was annoyed. What I'm annoyed is on SmackDown this week we got Shinsuke Cena. Don't get me wrong, dream match, wrong time.
Why on SmackDown? Yeah, why?
That's a SummerSlam Mania match right there and then. And great, your ratings are low. You need something to draw them in. But someone rightly said, if a wrestling fan had been in the coma for 8 years and they wake up to go, oh, it's Shinsuke versus Cena to earn the right to fight Jinder Mahal. What the fuck?
Yeah. What the fuck happened?
I mean, a part of me wants Cena to win because not that because I want Shinsuke to lose.
Nakamura rushed into the title.
No, they need to. I was saying this to someone. I can't remember who. When Daniel Bryan. And another good example is Chris Benoit won their world titles the first time. You're so happy for them because you know how hard they've worked for it. So we feel just as happy. And also, you don't really get that with those moments of the superstar crying anymore because they're that happy. And that's always a great moment. So to have someone, instead of even though I was happy when Kevin won the Universal title, again, I was a bit like, they could have milked that so much better than just, here you go. Because Finn's injured now.
Yeah.
So I want it to get seemingly that close for Nakamura each and every time, and build it up to maybe the last in the Royal Rumble.
And none of us can take it.
Yeah.
It's just
to the point he finally gets his title shot at WrestleMania for the WWE title. And I'm going to say main event. I mean last match. Book Roman Reigns and Cena against AJ Styles because that's the match everybody wants. I mean, they will tear the place down.
They will just light the place on fire.
And again, not just the fact that these two are the best and the belt's there, but the fact that you want Shinsuke to have the belt that much, again, brings the prestige that, I'm sorry, Jinder is destroying with that belt. Because no one believes... he's not a believable champion.
Yeah,
not a believable champion.
It's just... I mean, fair's fair. He's there, he's doing his best, and he's not terrible. He's not a bad wrestler. It's just... there's no heat on him. There's no plus points on him. There's nothing on him. Just looking at him, just going.
Yeah, I'm probably speaking.
Just get rid of it. I'm even at that point now where it's just like get Cena to take the belt off him. I mean,
yeah,
and I don't want Cena to overtake Ric Flair.
Yeah,
it's like I'm between a rock and a hard place. What do I do?
Well, that's it. I mean, if they if they go with Cena Roman Reigns at Mania, might be the one time that I'm 60%. In Cena's favour.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'll be like, Roman, you haven't earned it like John has over the years.
Like, the Universal Championship also is not the WWE Championship, so obviously Cena's never held that.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with Cena winning that.
Again, I'm fine with seeing Lesnar Reigns again at WrestleMania, if A, as long as it's not for the belt, and B, as long as it's not the last match. If you want to get it out of your system, Vince, go for it. But you'll feel like a right dick again when people just go, like at WrestleMania 32, like, no one cares about Roman and Triple H. We've seen all the matches we want. Now we're just waiting for our bus to arrive.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is the thing. You've got to look at it and think, in 8 to 10 years' time, you're going to be looking back at this point of WWE and going, why was I pushing Reigns so much?
Yeah.
Because no one wants it. You'll look back at every main event that he was at and you're just like, No one's interested.
This is
why did I do this?
It's a weird. This era now, present era, is a weird era because if you look back on, you think in the 90s, look back to the Attitude Era and go, oh yeah, all right then, and then early 2000s, what was known as ruthless aggression of the likes of Lesnar and Cena first appearing have now become superstars.
Yeah.
Even like late 2010s is they're going to call it the reality era. I'm calling it the CM Punk era. That's what it is. This era, when they go, what was happening mid 2000 teens? Jinder held the belt, didn't he? Oh yeah, what was all that shit about? That's the way it's going to be remembered.
Yeah. Do you know that he's held it longer than Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
he's held it longer than that.
Daniel was injured. That's the only reason he lost the belt. But I know what you mean. I mean,
it's weird, isn't it? And he's the 50th champion as well. It's just weird, isn't it?
I mean, if you want to give a milestone to someone, give it to someone who deserves it. No offence to you,
I honestly wouldn't have minded having the championship if he would have been built correctly to the point where we're going, he deserves it.
Yeah,
I'm not against him having the championship. I'm just against him having it now.
Yeah,
it's too soon, and he's just been gone from jobber to champion in a month.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
It's all, especially with fans now. It's what he deserved, not because of circumstances. And the circumstances are you're going into India, so we're going to give you this Indian character the belt. And by the way,
it's marketing. Yeah. It's not because the person's worked their ass off or they deserve it or the character's been built correctly over a certain amount of months. It's literally, we're breaking into India, we need to get our Indian star, the one and only Indian star that we've got, in there, and with the championship. It's like, you don't.
I mean,
you don't have to.
I don't want to start a cold war between wrestling fans here around the world because I'm speaking as, obviously, an English fan, and probably on behalf of most Americans, but for all we know, the Indian fans might adore him. Like he says in his little promo, his package, like, I've got the weight of 5 billion of my people on my shoulders. For all we know, the Indian fan base might absolutely love Jinder. But again, like what I said, like 5 billion in one continent, country, whatever, does not beat the rest of the world. So I know what they're trying to do, but maybe with the market in Japan, we'll get Shinsuke. But you don't know, or Finn, because he was big in Japan.
Yeah.
That's our wrestling.
So that's wrestling.
Yeah.
So we'll go through a couple more bits before questions.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Oh, right, yes.
Yeah,
I've heard about this.
Yeah, they've announced that they're setting it in the 90s.
Right, that's right.
Nick Fury's back. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that fits into the universe. It's weird how it's going to be a prequel type.
Yeah.
Because we haven't really had that. It's all been...
Well, because it's going to be a movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, because I'm so behind on not just like the Daredevil stuff, but I've only just started watching Agent Carter.
I've not even bothered.
I thought, fuck it, it's being shown again. I'll see what it's like, and it's okay. They seem to be really touching more. She's got her own story and her own villain, obviously, but they're touching more on her trying to get over Steve's death, even though obviously we know he's not dead.
Yeah.
And but again, that's set in like the 50s or whatnot, so. Yeah, Marvel are capable of doing... I mean, Captain America is based in mostly the 50s, wasn't it?
What?
The first Captain America.
No, World War II, so 40s.
40s then. So they're quite capable of doing... I know that's way far back.
But this is the first time where...
It's like, not too far back. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Captain America is one of the earlier ones, so we only had a couple of films before it, but we've had every film going in succession... And now suddenly we go...
Straight back to the 90s, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll work. Captain Marvel's...
Carol Danvers, I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean, she's a character that...
Everybody's after. Really.
Yeah, not only that, but not every casual fan's going to know who she is. And those that do know what kind of a big deal she is. So, yeah, I think it'll be cool.
The next bit of news as well, Spidey sequel, they said that they're going to have a brand new villain that they've never used on screen before. So we're not getting Green Goblin yet.
I'm cool with that.
I think it's going to be Scorpion.
Yeah, I mean, he's got so many villains in the Spider-Man universe. Personally, I'd love to see Mysterio.
Yeah, there's rumours that Mysterio might be one as well.
Because it's such...
But at least we know we're not getting Green Goblin yet, because I think you should hold off to the last one for that.
Yeah,
Green Goblin's a big deal. Don't blow your load too early.
But don't also... be clever, go, oh, we haven't got Green Goblin, but we've got Hobgoblin. Like, no Goblin.
No
Goblin.
Green Goblin.
So,
I think maybe the last Spider-Man film needs to be the 66. It needs to be 6.
Yeah, I mean, I say, like, if it's a new one, we're not going to get Doc Ock. I'd be okay with Craven.
There was rumours of Craven as well.
Yeah, was Shocker in...
Yeah, Shocker was...
Thought he was. Yeah, I could see Scorpion quite easily being in it. Carnage, I think, just leave the Venom Carnage thing to their own separate movie for the time being.
Yeah, I think it's going to get people too confused.
Yeah, or then again, I was going to say Kingpin. Kingpin's been seen in the Daredevil stuff.
He exists in the Daredevil universe.
Yeah, but didn't they just say Spider-Man films?
But the Spider-Man is a part of the MCU now, isn't it?
Yeah,
so that Kingpin is the same Kingpin. You can't have a different character.
Again, there's so many bad guys I forget about. I know we had Sandman, but we haven't had Hydro Man in this stuff. So yeah, I'm glad to see them. Sorry, that's my phone.
Turn it off! Turn it off! Turn it off!
It's not important. Just my father. I'll call him back.
Black Order as well. Did you see the statues of them at the Comic-Con?
What's Black Order?
The Black Order is Thanos' henchman.
Oh, right. No, I did not.
Oh, have you not? Well, check it online. They've released the statues of them at Comic-Con. It's basically well, there's 5 henchmen in the comics, but they've gone for 4 in this. And it's basically, in the comics, he was a henchman, but in this, they're like his children. I don't know whether they're actually children, whether they're adopted, like...
Not like
Nebula. Yeah, I think they might be adopted.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like fucking basically just badass warriors and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, so it's going to help. He's going to need his meat.
Yeah, he's going to need stuff. So yeah, they announced and showed the figures of them, and they look pretty close to the comics. I mean, I don't know a lot about the Black Order, but they're pretty freaking close from what I saw from the images.
Oh, cool.
So that was good. I mean, this other thing as well, Mario Kart, the next Mario Kart, they're busy building and making it at the moment.
Okay.
And apparently they tested it without the blue shell. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, in my opinion. I think the blue shell is just such a staple of the Mario Kart universe.
Well, yeah.
Like, why would you get rid of that? It's the biggest middle finger to your friend at the front, and why would you get rid of it?
It's also, even though people love to bitch about it, people still like a challenge, so it would be almost like getting rid of Rainbow Road. It's like, don't get me wrong, we hate it, but we need it there. We need that challenge.
Same with blue shell, because as soon as you hear it coming, you're like, fuck! It's the panic. And
well, yeah.
It's
like can you get over the line first?
Yeah, it's like, can you get there? Yeah. It's that absolute sheer panic. And you don't have that in any of the racing games.
I mean, but, like, if, I take it's coming from Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Right. Would you buy it if they said, oh, by the way, no battle mode? Because that's all we ever did.
No, that's true. It's true. I don't know whether I'll be able to.
Yeah, because battle mode where it was at. It was like 3 balloons. 3 balloons. Yeah, because someone said, obviously this Crash Bandicoot thing's just come out and it looks so good. I mean, apparently it is coming to Xbox in November, so my brother's got nostalgia, can borrow my PS2 games and stuff. But they said now that this has been successful, which, come on, I could have told you it had been successful 5 years ago. They're on about what other ones they could remaster. And they said Mario Kart. Well, yeah, they said Spyro. Love that. They said Mario Kart. I was like, yeah, you can't really remaster because you got the sequels. That's the kind of the equivalent to a remaster. Like, is it an updated version? Here's an updated version. But the other one that I was into was Crash Team Racing, which don't hate me here, but I prefer it to Mario Kart.
Oh, fuck you!
I mean,
no way!
They're so good. It was so good, man.
No, I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't good, but it's not Mario Kart.
I mean, personally, I mean, it's weird. It's weird enough watching the graphics on old PS2 games, let alone PS1. So, personally, what game I'd want to see remastered from PS1 is The Phantom Menace. Oh,
God, imagine that PS4 graphics.
I mean, or Xbox One. I'd be like,
the same thing.
But I still stick with what I said in one of those previous podcasts. Just do a Saga one.
Yeah, it's got to be done.
All the way through.
Eventually. Yeah, speaking of Star Wars, the final one for questions. Did you see the character images they released?
I've seen a lot of the photos cropping up.
Yeah, they released a few of like Rey, Kylo Ren, Luke looked pretty fucking awesome and badass. They released some of those red guards as well. What
impressed me was the TIE silencer.
Yeah, the TIE.
Oh, it looks so cool.
Kylo Ren's fighter.
So, yeah, he's trying to be Vader.
Does look good.
But, yeah, I saw the Snoke one. The problem with the Snoke one, it was like it just looked like they could have taken it from Force Awakens.
I suppose, yeah.
So I could tell, with the little details I could tell it wasn't from Force Awakens because that's how geeky I am to notice that stuff. But it was it's like, well, it was nothing. I know the characters aren't going to look any different apart from maybe their attire or maybe a beard here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just, I have heard. I can't remember if we spoke about it. After the credits of Episode 8, as a tribute to Carrie Fisher.
Oh, brilliant! I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I think that's. I don't know.
I'm staying to watch that.
Yeah, I'm guessing it'll be like a photo montage and stuff.
Yeah.
Unless, as long as they don't do it in the way they did. Do you remember when they did the Star Wars Holiday Special?
Oh God!
Oh, don't do it like that. Don't do like Han and all that.
It's the one and only thing that I say. If someone asks about watching Star Wars, it's the one thing I say. Don't fucking watch it.
It's so cringy.
Do not watch it.
Oh,
it's so bad.
Oh my God,
so bad.
So we'll just forget that ever happened.
Yeah, let's just move on.
Like Jar Jar.
Right. Anyway, speaking of moving on, questions.
Let's do this.
3, 2, 1. Questions for Josh.
Like our both bland. Our mate Paul did actually have a kind of discuss kind of thing before we started this, but I don't think you can comment on it because he said discuss what's better, the Halo energy sword, which you're going to know nothing about.
I know roughly what it is.
Or lightsaber.
Saber.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Done.
It's like because
there's your answer.
Mainly because if you've got a saber, chances are you got the Force as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. Sorry, Paul. Halo sucks.
Yeah.
Never said that. I'll take that back. Right.
Compared to Star Wars, it does. I'm joking.
I'm going to remain.
I'm not saying it sucks. I'm just saying.
I'm going to remain indifferent here.
Indifferent. Anyway, right. Clone Trooper 2 says, if you could have one game right now, what would it be? GTA 6 or the Pokemon Open World?
Ooh, interesting.
If you could have it, like, click of a finger and it's in your hand.
I'll go with the Pokemon Open World. Purely because...
So would I, and that's difficult because GTA is awesome.
Yeah, I think it's because...
But the open world...
Yeah,
you wanted it since you picked up that first Pokemon
I know
game.
we wait years between GTA games, but not the extent we wait for this. And plus, with what I've heard from GTA 6 and stuff... I mean, to be fair, GTA 5 was that good and is still being so successful with GTA Online. I keep thinking, what else is there to add? You know, apart from the first story. Yeah. And the only thing that... You know, if you'd said... If the details of GTA 6 had already been released, apparently, if it might be Trevor and the lot again, if it was them... Oh, for GTA 6, but apparently Trevor's back.
Oh, I thought it was going to be fucking Vice City.
See, that's it. That's what I wanted. So if it was like GTA 6 with Trevor, Pokemon Open World, I'd be going with that. If it was Vice City 2... I may change my answer. Can I change my answer?
John Steen asks, out of the two, which would you prefer to be? Rich and alone, or poor with loads of family and friends? Which is a difficult one for you, because I know what you're like. So you can either be rich as fuck, but you're alone, and no one likes you, or you're poor, but you have loads of family and friends around.
You know what I thought you said? I thought you said Paul. Definitely Paul, yeah. So what, rich and alone, poor with friends and family. Right, I'm going to go with option 2.
Purely because I don't want to piss off my friends and family.
No, purely because I've always said from the get-go, money, everything.
Yeah.
If someone literally went to the door now and was like, right, here's 10 million, but forget your friends.
You have to move to a remote island for the rest of your life.
I was like, fuck off. No, I mean, I've enjoyed... don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good night out, and I've got a couple of night outs coming with like SummerSlam and all that. However, like, sort of back to Mario Kart, just nights in playing Mario Kart with you, mate, you can't compare to that. And that night, even though we did go out for a brief moment, my god, that's such a and it was hardly any money spent. So,
I know, right?
That
kind of segues into the last question a little bit. Yeah. Well, it might do, I don't know. Mike24 asks, what is the funniest drunken moment you have witnessed? Not you personally that you've done, that you've witnessed.
I take it we mean like actually seen, not like YouTube or whatnot.
No, you've actually seen.
Good question. I'm trying to think now. Oh, I got one. Right, it might not be the funniest, but because at the time I was so annoyed when I had to carry you home.
I honestly didn't think it would be me. I did not know all the people.
Purely because of the state you were in.
Fucking hell. I was wrecked. It's because I lost so bad at Mario Kart. So every time I lost, I get taken a shot. And I was fucked in 20 minutes.
I think it's because that has kind of happened to me before with other people. I remember Paul got completely drunk when we were quite young.
Yeah, telling me that.
And I had to... He was...
dead weight.
He was dead weight. He was heckling the comedian, the Abbott. He was plastered. And me and a mate carrying home, but we walked past my mate's house. So he's like, see ya. And I'm like, I've got to get Paul up this hill by myself. Somehow I did it. Dumped him on the doorstep. That was it. With you, I thought, right, we're around the corner, but we get the cab. No, we didn't, did we?
No, we walked.
No, Twig got the cab.
Twig got fucked up.
I'm like, oh,
you left you there with me on the floor throwing up.
Yeah, because you were fine. But again,
with piss-soaked jeans because I'd thrown up in the toilet previously.
But it was so... I think that's what made it funny. It was so weird that it wasn't the air that hit you, really. It was going back into warmth. Because you got pretty drunk at home. We walked to the pub fine. Got to the Green Man.
As soon as I sat down.
Going for a piss. He came out the toilet. Oh my God, what's happened to him? Did he just get raped in the toilet?
It's like piss stains on my knees. And
you were like, dude, I think I need to go home. What the fuck's sake?
I was gone. Yeah, the last thing I don't remember walking home or getting into bed. I don't know whether you undressed me.
No, I didn't undress. I remember just saying night, mate, and then within 5 minutes, you hear you in the bathroom going...
I'm a loud chucker. Yeah. I chugged aloud.
Yeah.
But the last thing I actually remember is me leaning over on that sign, throwing up and looking up at you, and the next thing I see is his taxi go...
No.
With someone waving, Twig waving goodbye.
Oh, that...
What a dick.
Sorry, right, that is up there, but I have actually just thought of my favourite.
Just dropped it.
This was Twig's 21st. We got him battered, like absolutely smashed. He went to the vault. He was drinking, and a couple of other mates of ours said, "Do you want to go to the Fever nightclub?" Which, if you're not from rugby, you don't know what it is. It's something else.
It's
now.
a chav club. It sucks.
It's crap. But he's drunk. So he went, "Yeah, fuck it." But I said, well, no offence, mate, but I'm staying at the vault. I ain't paying to listen to that shit. So I think you'd already gone home at this point.
Yeah,
me and Paul remained at the club, and it was when the vault was like high. Yeah. I get a message soon later. I check my phone off these mates that had taken him along. Like, Twig's been in the club 5 minutes, he would have been chucked out. So he'd been like dropping drinks and shit like that. I'm like, I told that to Paul, and then it was that realisation of, oh crap, where do you think he's going to go? He's going to come back here. So I'm like, oh shit. Went outside, and the two owners that were called Mike and Callum were talking to each other at the doorway, and I just looked through the darkness down the alleyway opposite, see this huge giant rolling down the wall of the alleyway, and they're like, to Mike and Callum, like, are you going to let him in? And they look down the alley, and Mike's like, no. And Callum's like, yeah. Like, and he rolls...
See who's responsible.
But then he rolls round the corner and doesn't even bother coming to the vault. And Paul was like, listen, I was going to go anyway. I'll make sure he gets home. See you in a bit. Bye. A mate of ours called Grant turns up. He's like, did you hear that? I'm like, what? I swear I heard someone shouting your name from around the corner. So, well, I didn't. And then checked my phone. I had like 4 or 5 missed calls off Paul. Something's happened, so he's like, let's come on. And we find Twig's in a heap on the floor of this alleyway. Paul's there with Twig sick all over his shoes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I can't get him up. He weighs about 1,000 pounds anyway.
He's a tree of him.
Yeah, so...
Good Lord!
I was like, what are we going to do? Because he didn't have his own flat at this point, and didn't know who to ring. So the person I thought of ringing was his mum.
Oh.
So I had to get his phone out of his pocket. And she's like, yeah, what is it? We're in bed. What's going on? Mrs. Twigger, this isn't your son.
This is Josh Jones. Do you remember me?
Yeah. We go way back.
The other night.
Yeah, they're having a gym wag. Like, oh, by the way, your son's passed out in an alleyway in town.
Your son's about to get his stomach pumped.
Yeah, Grant was like trying to pour coke down his throat. He was in a bad state. Somewhere we accidentally recorded the whole thing on my phone because I hadn't turned off the phone from when they pulled and rang me. So we got him. I said, "Can you just pick us up the squirrel, please?" They're like, "Yeah, I'll be right there." So they eventually turn up, no makeup, pissed off because we got him out of bed at one.
Understandably,
Twig's like laying down on the bench, and Paul's still trying to wipe the sick off his shoes, and they're like, "We're sorry, we got a bit plastered, so just put him in the back seat." And it was literally a back door. shove him in, shut the door, tell him to ring me in the morning. See, that was it. But because funny, it was hard to say witness because I know a lot has happened to me. But yeah, I'd say that along with your little fiasco.
So big men being dragged.
Yeah, me having to carry people. Again, pissed off at the time. In hindsight, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Yeah, that should wrap it up, really.
Yes, so that's podcast 16 done and dusted.
Yes.
The next one may come in less than a month because we've got SummerSlam. So
yeah, SummerSlam's only a few weeks away.
Yeah, so it may end up coming soon, it may not, depends how busy we are. But yeah, so it'll just be the one pay-per-view next month.
It'll probably be exactly a month because the weekend after SummerSlam we're in York.
Yes, we are. So yeah, it's probably going to be after.
So yeah, end of September, end of August, start of September time, we'll be back.
So like, subscribe, check all the other podcasts, and we'll be back again.
Hopefully no one will be dead.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Don't hold your breath. See ya!
Bye!